I don't know if you could hear that with all the yelling, but she was doing the Oprah thing. You're a murderer. You're a murderer. You're a murderer. That was the New Hampshire Republican State Representative Susan DeLemus yesterday, shouting at abortion rights protesters from the steps of the New Hampshire State House, calling them murderers. And while that is how loud some of the Republican Party is right now about abortion, much of the party is oddly silent. Politico points out today that President Trump, who's usually the first to take credit for anything, has yet to take credit for Roe's imminent demise. In fact, he's pretty much steering clear of it whenever he can. Business Insider asked numerous Republican senators this week about their views on abortion in cases of rape and incest. Most of them wouldn't give a straight answer. This week, the National Republican Senatorial Committee distributed this 3-page memo of talking points to the party's incumbents and candidates. The tone is shockingly defensive. They tell candidates to drastically downplay the reality of what Republicans are doing, saying, quote, Republicans do not want to throw doctors and women in jail. Do not, capitalized. I should note as a sort of fact check here that the Republican-controlled state legislature in Louisiana advanced a bill this week, after the leak, that would classify abortion as homicide and allow prosecutors to bring criminal cases against women who end a pregnancy. As the saying goes, watch what they do, not what they say. Abortion is going to be a front and center issue for this year's midterms, not just because it's a wedge issue, but because every race from U.S. Senate seats to state Senate seats, those elected officials are about to have potentially more power to decide reproductive law than they have had since 1973. Lots of U.S. Senate races, but in 4 where Democrats are at the most risk of losing a seat, Nevada, Arizona, New Hampshire, and Georgia, all of those incumbent Democratic senators have come out loudly in defense, very clearly and loudly, in defense of reproductive rights this week, making abortion rights not just a central issue of their campaigns, but also one of the main differences between themselves and their opponents, who apparently don't want to talk about this stuff.